Right, do this quick. So, got to talk about harnesses and slip leads online. A lot of people don't know what they're talking about. So, let's do a quick little educational video, shall we? We go up there. Pissing down with rain, probably having to do this, but here we go. Right. So, people like these double-ended leads and harnesses, right? And generally, they set them up like so. I know that's a bit complicated. There we go. Let's get out of the way. So it's one on the front chest there, one on the back. Problem with that is people hold this evenly at the end of the lead, right? So what you're doing is you're applying pressure on the back, which tells the dog to move and go. Think sledge dog, mountain rescue, they put a harness on, drag me to the body. The one on the chest drags the chest down to the floor, telling the dog to slow down. So if you're applying equal amount of pressure to both, you're miscommunicating to your bloody dog. What you need to do is pick up the slack on one of them and only apply pressure to one, right? Personally, I'd apply it only to the front, right? A lot of BS about dogs' necks. Oh my god, mate, I've had a prong on my neck, a slip lead, a knee collar. Come on, man, dogs' necks are thicker than mine, they're better than mine. Look at the anatomy of a dog, right? Look at the true anatomy. Don't just look, oh, where's the triangular thing or whatever. Look where the nervous system is. Look where the muscle layer is, right? The dog's neck is in layers, right? Look at all of it, yes? That's why we keep it at the top of the neck as well, as to not damage the neck, okay? When we use slip leads, we don't just let a dog go out in front of us and pull us and choke yourself out. We do pressure training to teach the dog it goes to pressure. Now we get these morons online saying, oh, it's compliance, blah, blah, blah. God, educate yourself, yeah? Right, Google a mum wolf, a mum dog, tiger picking up his fucking dog, right? It grabs you at the scruff of the bloody neck with them razor sharp teeth and applies pressure. Does it break the skin? No. Does the dog yelp? No. Dogs are pressure-based animals. They learn quickest via pressure. Stop trying to treat your dog as if it is a human. It has human traits. Yes, it is not human. It is an animal, and it falls on the predator side. Hence why it has teeth and claws. Hence why they have drive. You know what I mean? So stop babying about it, right? Start leading your dog, right? When you're a leader, if you're a good leader, people will walk and follow you through fire, hell and brimstone, you know what I mean? I know, because you provide everything they need, you have a vision, and you go for it, right? Bloody freezing. Can't believe I'm having to do this, right? So, if a trainer tells you, right, that there's only one tool you can use and it's a harness, they're an idiot. Run. Right, because there's about 10 different tools out there, and if they put you in a tiny little bloody box with no wiggle room, you got nothing, right? Which is why you're so dependent on food, right? Food is such a powerful tool, but it should not be your greatest tool and your only tool and your first to go-to tool. Hence why you keep raising the value of the thing in your hand as opposed to yourself. My dogs listen to me because they anticipate the mark and they anticipate the correction, as you do in life as well. When you do a job, you wait for the praise or you wait for the correction, right? It's the same with dogs. They will keep going until told otherwise, right? So the slip lead is the clearest communication, right? That's why vets use it, that's why crofts use it, that's why the dog warden uses it, that's why dog trainers use it. That's why most dog trainers will have one in their car, even if they put up anti-pro slip leads, they still have one in their car. Because if they catch a dog out on the street, they will get it. And they tell you that any trainer that uses a slip lead just yanks. Do they just yank when they fucking rescue a dog? No. It's the safest and best way to communicate to a dog and to get a dog to do what you want without bloody food. Food is a great reward, but your mark should be first, physical should be first, praise, blah, blah, blah. Then food. Food should be cherry on the cake, because when you introduce food to dogs, it shuts down their learning receptors, yeah? And they do for the sake of doing, not learning, okay? When you give dogs patience, time and options, they end up making right decisions, and then they generally learn. So they shake off more, they learn more, they're tired more because they're generally fulfilled. I can't believe I have to do this sort of stuff, mate. Some of these trainers, mate, get your act together. I'm fed up with being a mop-up crew, yeah? Done with it.